All right, let's go down on the farm.
Down on the farm.
Today, we get to the number 10 mark.
I'm excited about this one.
So now, the prospects become really exciting on the outside. I missed Fridays, which was Andrew Baker, and Tyler's text message back to me was, dude's trash. So I guess you weren't too optimistic after deep diving Andrew Baker, huh, Tyler?
Not
He
quite, no.
He was ruthless,
What did you talk about the name test?
I said he's baseball's Happy Gilmore.
We did talk about the name test.
Not really great. Andrew Baker? I mean, Baker's a good baseball name.
What we decided was, and this is what Tyler exactly said, he could be a baseball guy. He could also work at PNC Bank. Like, he could do anything.
Yeah. Andrew Baker
They're
is...
not pass the name. He does have the look, though. He's got a very baseball, like, seeing him with his baseball hat on, it screams baseball player, but it also is very basic. It could be anything.
Okay.
So, but it would have been a name you could have pronounced, which sucks.
Andrew Baker would have aced that one.
Yeah.
Now, today's baseball name, spicy. I like it. I think this kid's got a real future ahead of him. Gabriel Rincones Jr. They call him Gabe. Gabe Rincones Jr. Rincones?
According to the internet.
Rincones? Gabe?
I mean, his dad also played.
Yeah,
so
he was a minor leaguer for Seattle's system back in the day. Gabe? Come on. That just kind of works.
Well, it helps his dad played, so we've already heard the name connected to baseball.
Yeah,
even though he's a minor league baseball
but
player
he sounds
for the
like a
Mariners,
ball player. He just sounds like one.
Come on, do the announcer test.
Now batting for the Phillies, outfielder / first baseman / possible DH, Gabe Rincones Jr. It works,
Oh, you would
right?
just call him Gabe. You wouldn't call him Gabriel. I like it, though.
Preston Mattingly referred to him as Gabe.
Okay, fair.
So
if Preston called him Gabe, we call him Gabe
Maybe
also.
we'll try to meet up with him at spring training and ask him these hard-hitting questions.
That name works.
Like Nicholas Batum was Nico when asked what you preferred to be called. Who saw that coming? I didn't. All right, so name test. Smoked it. Good start. They call him Gabe. He was drafted in 2022, a third-round pick. Now, this is another cool story of a kid. All right, he's Venezuelan-born, but raised in Scotland.
Correct.
He moved to America to pursue his baseball dreams. He was cut by his high school baseball team.
Come on, Michael Jordan.
This kid is basically Michael Jordan. He went on to junior college in Florida for his freshman and sophomore year, showed enough potential that Florida Atlantic University took a shot on him his junior year. Senior year, he ended up getting hurt. After his junior year, he was selected by the Padres in the 19th round. After the sophomore year, he was selected by the Padres in the 19th round, decided to go to Florida Atlantic for his junior year, and it paid off for him because the Phillies ended up taking him in the third round, even though he missed his senior year due to a shoulder injury. He is 22 years old right now, a bigger kid, 6'3", 225. Love that frame. He spent time mostly in low A, and is expected to go to Reading this year. His slash line, as Tyler has up for you there, 248, 351, 427. He had 31 doubles, which is really nice to see, 15 home runs, and 60 RBIs. He was 32 for 38 in stolen base attempts last year. He is an above-average runner, a possible plus power guy, according to Preston Mattingly. Not a very good fielder, but has a cannon of an arm. So he kind of translates, scouts are saying, to corner outfield. He'll have enough pop there to play corner outfield. Maybe first base because of his height. Also possibly a DH if he's able to make it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I liked reading about Gabe.
Yeah, he's a fun read.
He's got a really cool story. So in terms of baseball, as you mentioned, the potential that's been reported, the upside, he can drive the ball into the outfield. Not the greatest fielder, but with work, can move from maybe being that corner outfield spot to a different role. A lot of reports have just indicated the usual. With age, with development, he absolutely can improve. He's got great ability to get on base, and as you saw with the stats, to steal bases as well. So there's a lot of upside to him. He even spoke specifically about things he wants to work on himself. And he mentioned keeping an approach. Yeah, very self-aware. keeping an approach, sticking with one stance swing because he feels like he struggles with that, not chasing numbers, but playing the game right. And he felt like it was more mental stuff at times than anything. And he felt like chasing numbers was also something mental that he's got to get better at. So he spoke a lot about his upbringing, his relationship with his dad. Of course, his dad was a pitcher for a year in the minors with the Mariners. And he said more than anything, his dad helped teach him about the right approach to baseball. He didn't specifically teach him
hard.
Yeah, basically. And so he really worked with him on how to like mentally, as we know, the game is so mental. And he said his dad worked with him on understanding hitting is 90% mental. So how to be more, in the moment, be a professional hitter. And so I really think that between just hearing the fact his family lived in Scotland, he lived there for some time and then moved to Venezuela actually before America. He was living with his aunt in Venezuela. Then, of course, lived with a different aunt to be able to go to JUCO. He's put in a lot of time and work, and he seems like he's got a lot of the right stuff, a lot of the potential that you'd like from a prospect. So I think this year is going to be huge for him.
Yeah, it is.
And the ETA on his debut to the majors is 2025. So if all goes according to the timeline, Jamie, this is going to be the year he's going to have that major next step.
Yeah, maybe we'll go see him play at Reading this year. So here's what Preston Mattingly had to say about Gabe, as they affectionately call him. He says that he controls the zone well, and he has a chance at plus, if not plus power. Because of his prior injury, the Phillies were easing him into the outfield last year by splitting time between the corner, outfield, and DH. He shows decent speed on the pass, as we talked about, was mostly in high A jersey, but should be in Reading this year. Preston went on to say, I think when he gets exposed to that higher level pitching and gets more at-bats, he'll be better and better. And he will understand what pitches to do damage on and what pitches to leave alone. I think he's in a really good spotlight right now. A lot of guys come into professional baseball and really struggle. They struggle with the quality of pitching, the pace of the game. But Gabe stepped right in. He transitioned pretty seamlessly. It's been impressive. So Mattingly has some reason to believe that plus power possibility. He has a 90th percentile mark of 106.3 miles per hour off the bat with his exit velocity. So, that's really encouraging, which is, well above his average peers in the Class A level. So Gabe's got, a shot to be a power hitter at this next level if he's able to put it all together. The glaring hole in Gabe's game is he really needs to improve versus left-handed pitchers. He is a left-handed batter, throws right-handed. He struggled versus left-handed pitching. I think he hit 209. So you really want to see that improve this year in Double-A Reading. If he can improve versus left-handed pitching, he's got a real shot at this. The scout grades for him: a 40 on the hit, a 55 on the power, 30 on the run, 40 on the fielding, 60 on the arm. That's why they think if he can figure out the left-handed pitching, corner outfield could be a good spot. Also, possibly give Bryce a day off at first here.